Hi friends! Today I thought we could talk about things that make you instantly trendier from my subjective perspective and some tips and tricks on how you can elevate your style in 2024. Let's just get started with the list. So the first thing that I think can really elevate your style is not being so on the nose with aesthetics. This one is kind of like a balancing act because I think aesthetics provide an amazing framework to work off of. Feeling drawn to a certain aesthetic or multiple aesthetics says a lot about who you are as a person, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And you know, if you feel most inclined to dress in a more cottagecore kind of way, or fairycore, or a fairy grunge, or you know, there's so many different aesthetics, whimsy goth, that's great. I think that's, you know, that's fantastic. However, I think that it instantly can be taken up a notch by not being so on the nose with the said aesthetic. Some people might say like, well then it's not really, you know, sticking to the aesthetic, is it? Well, that's true, but I still think when I look at someone's outfit and I can see their influences, however they're pushing the boundaries in some ways, there's just something about that to me that makes me pay more attention and wonder how they managed to pull that off or what their thought process was, which for me is what makes fashion interesting. I like seeing a combination of aesthetics. I like being able to sort of tell when someone is taking some things from, let's say, grunge or romantic, Victorian, but they're also giving it new edge or putting their own spin on it. I think that can really elevate an outfit instantly. A lot can be said for the way that you wear your hair. This goes without saying that a little bit of a interesting haircut, dyeing your hair a cool color, or incorporating accessories will really just take your whole look up quite a few levels. All of these things combined, or picking one, because I know some of us don't necessarily want to like dye our hair a crazy color or get a very bold haircut. Incorporating different hairstyles and hair accessories instead of wearing it just long and plain, it really kind of makes the outfit pop a little bit more. With this, you could really go all out. You can experiment with different kinds of haircuts, different kinds of bangs, V-shaped bangs I absolutely adore, micro bangs, pixie cuts, wolf cuts, perms. Also then obviously incorporating different hair colors or experimenting with different hair colors. I think a split dye looks so cool, or having some strands that are dyed adds a little bit of extra dimension. Otherwise, if that's not your jam and you just prefer having your hair natural, then like I said, incorporating some ribbons or clips, doing something with braids, buns, space buns, half up, half down, can really just take it up a notch. Under the same umbrella are wearing cool hats. I have had my own personal struggles with hats and feeling like I look silly in them and like they don't suit me, but I've recently really fallen in love with hats, and I can see how quickly they can elevate a look or actually just put a final touch on a look. I just think they're so fun, they're so cute. And I think another thing for me was I was never really sure about summertime hats, but I recently crocheted a little bucket hat because I was going to an outdoor festival thing, and I was like, okay, I really want to just crochet a little cotton hat, a little cute something that just kind of like fits in with the rest of my vibe. And I'll actually show you it. It's right over here. I followed a tutorial on YouTube, and let's see if it looks cute now. Probably not, because I'm wearing a bun. Yeah, okay, I'm wearing a bun, so it doesn't really look as cute, but it's so cute. I love it so much, and it just elevated my outfit and it protected me from the sun. So it's like, you know, killing all the birds. Don't like that saying. It's a package deal. There are berets, there are beanies, there are crochet little hats, there's bucket hats, there's those like little ones. I'm not actually too sure what they're called now, but the sort of like 1920s one where they just sort of sit on your hat. I'll put a picture. And then obviously you get fedora. I like a wider brimmed fedora. I think those are quite cool. Really overstated kind of floppy hats, bowler hats as well. I think for the winter time, I'm definitely going to crochet some woolier ones. It's definitely my new favorite hobby. So yeah, we're gonna give that a go. It's no great secret, clever layering can instantly enhance an outfit. I've been seeing so many awesome and amazing things. People really like pushing the boundaries with it, which I think is great. It definitely adds an extra element of interest to an outfit rather than just wearing one or two garments, seeing how you can create more of an outfit with 3+ garments. And I think it's okay to not put pressure on yourself to feel like you have to wear a whole bunch of different clothes, because that's also sometimes not practical. But when you have the chance, see how can I take this a step further and create a more interesting look with more of my clothes. You'll also just find more ways to wear your clothes, which is always great, and you have a bit of fun with it. And if it doesn't work, then you don't have to wear it ever again. Just wearing clothes as they are can kind of be a little limiting at some points, and you kind of feel like certain things just fall short because you're only finding one or two ways to style them. My favorite ways to layer are wearing little camis over t-shirts, waistcoats over t-shirts, blouses, dresses. That's great when it's winter time. You can just throw on an extra jacket or a sweater. I also enjoy layering skirts under dresses, especially if you can see the undermost skirt popping out. I think that's really fun, and it also adds an extra layer of volume. I especially love this when it's lace or a cute pattern or something like that. I think that can really make an outfit go whoa, because you kind of look at it and think, is that a full dress? Like what is that? And I think any outfit that makes you do that is a successful outfit. Going on with more layering ideas, collared shirts under many different things, jerseys, sweaters, dresses, socks over stockings, or even layering different stockings over each other. If you kind of have one layer that's a lot more sheer and adds more texture and you still want the warmth, then that's a really great way to go about it. And that leads me to my next point, which is not feeling like you absolutely have to wear clothes that flatter your body. I'm definitely guilty of this because I sometimes find that if I feel like something isn't fully flattering on my shape, then I kind of shy away from it. But I think there definitely is a difference between wearing clothes that aren't necessarily flattering, as in exposing or are, you know, figure hugging in any sort of way. I think it's a bit different to wearing clothes that actually don't fit. So in that sense, they're unflattering. But I don't think there's anything wrong with not feeling like you have to show off your waist or your décolletage, or that's flattering for your legs or how tall you are or just your size in general. I think if you want to wear something, then you should absolutely wear it. I've sometimes gotten comments about people that don't feel like they can wear long dresses as short girls, and that makes me so sad because I feel like short girls look absolutely amazing in long dresses, and I want us to stop limiting ourselves like that. If you want to wear a long dress and you're, you know, 6 feet, wear a long dress. If you're tiny, if you're 5 feet, you should also be able to wear the exact same dress. And that goes the same for your size and body shape. So I hope I made my point about there's a difference between something that doesn't flatter you because it's just not right, and something that doesn't flatter you in the way that you've been told clothing should flatter you. I really hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, you can ask me in the comments and I'll try and explain myself a little bit better. Another way that you can elevate your style is by finding clothes that have a vintage or secondhand look. And this does not mean that you have to go out and buy anything. You can see if someone in your family has any interesting pieces and see how you can incorporate that into your style if that is an option. Otherwise, head over to your local thrift store and I'm sure you can find some really interesting pieces that align with your personal style. Something that is a little bit more aged is just naturally going to have a bit more interest than, let's say, something that's out of the box, new, shiny, and that's just because it's got a story behind it. Another thing when it comes to vintage clothes is that generally they are made with much better quality and craftsmanship, so you'll find that the longevity of the item is just gonna last you so much longer, which feels so good to know that when you wear something, it's not falling apart with each wear. And that's just something that out of the box brand new clothes are just not going to give you unless you really invest in some high quality things. Expensive garments and expensive clothes aren't even always going to be extremely high quality. Sometimes you literally are just paying for a brand label, which is very sad to me. But I think the point that I'm trying to make is that if you buy vintage, A, it's just gonna look so sick, and B, you're gonna have it for so long. It's just gonna last so much longer than something that's made from low quality materials and made in a fast fashion environment, which naturally they don't focus on longevity because they want you to buy the next year. Another thing is using colors cleverly. I don't have a lot of color in my wardrobe because color doesn't really fit into my personal style as much. I do wear color. It's not that I don't wear color at all, but it's definitely not what I gravitate towards most. When I do feel like wearing a bit of color, which does sometimes happen, then knowing which colors to wear and how to incorporate them cleverly is an absolute must and can really just take the outfit up a notch while helping me still also feel like I'm not dressing too far out of my personal style. I recently started watching another YouTuber. Her handle is Beep World, and her style and my style could not not be further apart, but I really enjoy watching her thought process on how she incorporates color and combines color into her outfits. And I've really learned so much. I can't even explain it. It's not always gonna work for everyone, but I love the confidence and just the energy she brings to her outfit building process. It's very inspiring. And something that surprised me with one of her videos that I watched was that she mentioned how she really enjoys to incorporate a pop of warm tones if she has a predominantly cool toned outfit. And I was just thinking, like, that to me makes absolutely no sense. That breaks all the rules of fashion that I feel like I've ever digested and sort of absorbed, but she does it and she rocks it. That's amazing. So it just goes to show that fashion rules are an illusion. They're literally just put there to put a box around you to make you feel like you can't explore beyond those walls, and I absolutely think you can, and she is a case in point example of doing that, and I think it's very cool, and I've learned a lot from her. I absolutely love piercings and tattoos. I personally think that they take an outfit or personalize an outfit just tenfold. I can completely understand though that this is not for everyone. Not everyone wants to tattoo or pierce their skin, which is completely fine, and that doesn't mean you're not trendy or stylish by not doing that. I just feel like when someone is in that scene and sort of celebrates piercings and tattoos, it just adds an extra level of coolness for me personally. I just enjoy seeing what people put on their skin, what piercing earring stacks they get, facial piercing ideas. I've definitely been influenced to get a few. Well, the Medusa was 100%. I was like, that looks so cool on someone else, and I absolutely love it now, and I really think it just adds an extra level of accessories to my outfits, and yeah, it just portrays the kind of vibe that I want. So I just feel like you instantly already have accessories and they add a level of interest to your outfit. There's so many different styles of piercings and tattoos you can also go for, so that is instantly going to say a lot about your personality and your unique perspective. Investing in one or two really high quality staples is another way to elevate your outfit. I'm not saying that you have to go and spend a bunch of money on really expensive things. Instead of having an entire wardrobe of things that are seasonal and on the lower cost end, maybe it is good to save a little bit of money and get yourself that really high quality jacket for winter, or that pair of shoes that isn't going to fall apart with one season cycle wear. I just think having a really good quality bag or pair of shoes or jacket, I don't know why I'm thinking mainly those three things, because they are kind of more additions to outfits. I just think that takes your style up quite a few notches. You can really tell the difference between cheap shoes that are made from plastic and the shoes that are of a higher quality. I just do think that the leather option is going to stand out a bit better, or the better made option, let's say. It doesn't have to be leather, it can be anything. For example, my Jadons are not real leather, but they are great quality and they're gonna last many years. And yes, I did spend a little bit on them, but it was worth it. So I think the intention behind it is knowing that someone bought something with longevity in mind rather than just a quick fix solution, especially if it's something that you're planning to wear every single day or multiple days a week. Like I said, staples, so you know, your primary pair of jeans or something of that nature. Maybe it is better to just spend a little bit more on jeans that are comfortable and will last. And the same goes for jewelry. If you want to wear jewelry every single day and you know exactly the stacks that you want to wear and that's your intention, then investing in pieces that are made from good quality metal is going to just look so much better and so much more stylish than wearing cheap jewelry that's going to tarnish and make your skin green. I also feel like if you want to elevate your style this year, then being a trend sheep is not going to get you there. And this is not to say don't have fun with trends, don't follow trends. I am never going to advocate for that. Trends are fun, trends are interesting, they keep things fresh. But if you feel like you have to follow every trend to a T, otherwise you're not on trend, I don't think that makes you stylish. I get very upset when I hear things like high-waisted is out now and only low-waisted is what cool people wear. And that just, it grinds my gears in a different kind of way, because what are all those people now just getting rid of all their high-waisted stuff? The same things that they were preaching about last year that was so trendy. So I don't know. I'm sorry. This one annoys me. I don't think following each and every trend that is fed into your brain is the best way to to go about things. And I also just think by not feeling the need to stick so closely and incorporate every single trend into your wardrobe, you A, save a lot of money, B, maintain your personal style and your unique vision much more effectively. Like, let's be honest, if the majority of people are being trend sheep, even though they are with the coolest, most fashionable looks of the time, they're essentially all doing the same thing, which doesn't really tell me much about them or their personality, just that they're very into fashion trends, I guess. And yeah, to me, that's just not necessarily super stylish. Again, like I said, try the trends you want, enjoy them, but maintain your personal perspective is all I'm saying. With keeping in line with your personal aesthetic and your personal style, clever accessorizing can just elevate your outfit to another level. There are so many ways you can go about accessorizing, and that's what's so fun about it. If you don't have a very big wardrobe for whatever reason, by incorporating a few varieties of accessories and switching between those, you can create so many more outfits and many more interesting outfits. So just some examples: layering necklaces and necklace stacks, bracelets, jewelry, that sort of thing. Then there's also scarves, skinny scarves, ties, sunglasses, seeing glasses. Do you call them seeing glasses? I don't even know. And then obviously you can go crazy with like different frames. So there's like tortoiseshell, there's colors, there's just black, whatever floats your boat, different metals. You can do badges, so like the ones with the pins. Handbags, different handbags can change a look completely. You can be wearing, let's say, a more sort of put together look, but then throw on a very casual canvas tote bag and you instantly look more relaxed. And then on the other hand, putting a leather handbag with a very relaxed outfit, maybe a hoodie or a big oversized jersey, loose pants and whatever shoes, it just instantly look more put together. You can have so much fun with, and you can play with, and you can also create it exactly how you vision it. It takes your outfit up a million times when you incorporate different accessories cleverly. Let's also not forget about belts. Belts are a big one. I apologize if the camera angle has just shifted slightly. I actually forgot a point. Knowing myself, I called it and I was like, I feel like I've forgotten one, and lo and behold, I had. So yes, going back, another thing that I think can make you instantly upgrade your style is crafting and DIYing and making your own clothes. And this is not necessarily saying like you have to be able to sew or craft to do this. You can obviously commission someone, you can buy something from a small business owner. But what I like about this is that you are incorporating something that isn't going to be easy to find, and therefore not many people will have it or be wearing it. So it'll instantly be more unique. I just think this is so cute as well, because you can tailor whatever it is you want to make, commission or buy to align perfectly with your personal style. So instantly that's just going to take your look up a notch. It's going to give it a little extra edge, a little cute touch that isn't going to be easily found through just buying stuff at any regular chain store. Did talk about this a little bit more in my 2024 trends video, so it's kind of on the same breadth as that, but I thought that I could not mention it again. And then the final point on my list, number 13, is incorporating interesting silhouettes into your looks. This one might be a little bit tricky in some regards, because sometimes silhouettes are created without being intentional, but a interesting silhouette can add a lot of shape and dimension to your look, which is instantly going to elevate it above a head-to-toe bodycon outfit. Some examples: Empire line and A-line silhouette, trapeze. There's also different silhouettes for sleeves, so you could do like a bell sleeve, there's a puff sleeve, a leg of mutton sleeve. That's very sort of Victorian vintage looking. So many that you can play with to add a little bit of extra interest to an outfit. I'm absolutely personally obsessed with bell sleeves and A-line silhouettes. I also really enjoy an Empire silhouette. This is something that's also going to be very subjective to you and your personal style, but it's fun to play with. And if you've never thought about it, it is fun to consider these things when purchasing clothes and building new outfits for 2024. If it helps, I'll actually leave a list of some of the main dress silhouettes and sleeve silhouettes. We can also take things a step further and talk about different kinds of necklines and things like that. And oh, let me not forget that these silhouettes can also be for pants, so it's not just dresses. And if you want, you can take a screenshot so you can refer back in future. That's the end of my list, guys. I really hope that you found this video helpful in some way. Let me know if you agree with any of the points that I mentioned, or if you have any of your own that you would like to add that you think that I missed. And if you made it to the end, a big thank you for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more fashion related and alternative fashion related content. Until next time, bye!